welcome to day 5 of Love Island the Game Season 2, or Love Villa Season 2, however you want to phrase it. Welcome in. Today we are continuing our playthrough with our lovely main character Em, and we're going to see what happens today. But before we start, if you've been enjoying the season, make sure you give us a like, subscribe to see more, and turn on your notifications so you get notified every single time I post. Let's go. This part is called Shake and Date. Two's company. 2 new arrivals cause a stir in the villa. Let's go. Welcome back to Love Island. Yesterday, our islanders started the day in style with brunch on the lawn. Let's grab some, I'm famished. Then things got messy in the afternoon's challenge. Your slime is mine. And all this was topped off with some top quality arguing. You don't get to insult me and then walk off. But that was yesterday's news. After having slept on it, I'm sure our islanders are fine now. Let's change that. Cue the hot new boys. I'm very excited about this. Why is it that some of our islanders don't wait for their alarms? Who honestly chooses to get up before they need to? This morning it's Em who's playing the early bird and enjoying the sunrise. And oh, what worms we have for her to catch. The cool morning air carries the sound of gentle birdsong. This place can get so intense. It's great to have a moment by myself. And I wonder how Lottie and Priya are feeling after last night. Lottie's just as determined as ever to go for Priya. Maybe today will be a little more chill? Just then you hear splashing coming from the pool. What's that sound? Could it be? By the pool, 2 boys sit with their feet in the water. The tall blonde one is dripping wet. Do we get Henrik and Lucas? Oh my gosh, I didn't realize it was this early on. I can't believe we're really here. Tell me about it. I can't wait to meet the girls. New boys! None of the other girls are awake yet. I could go down there and say hello to them first. I'm gonna run down and meet the boys. I have done this option before, but I think it's worth it. This is worth looking my best for. I should put on my cutest bikini. Okay, I am going to put on my cutest bikini. It has to be something I know we haven't worn before. What haven't we worn before? This one's quite a look, right? This one's a look. This one's a look. Maybe we go for this one. Yeah, go on. You stealthily make your way through the dark bedroom. The noise of Noah's snoring masks your footsteps. Before anyone else has time to stir, you're running outside towards the boys. Hey there! Oh, hello, I'm Lucas. This is Lucas with his little skull and crossbone shorts. Lucas is 27 from Oxford. He's a physiotherapist and once gave a girl a foot rub on a first date. Hey, I'm Henrik. This is Henrik. He is 23 from the Isle of Wight. He's a climbing and wilderness survival instructor. He won second he won second place in a Thor lookalike contest. Who should I say hello back to? Both of them. It's great to meet you both. Now, I don't remember much from my first playthrough in terms of story, but I do remember the comments, and I do remember when I was teasing the idea of doing a second run, a lot of you were saying I should actually do Henrik's run. So I don't know whether to go for Henrik or Lucas. If either, maybe we stick with Rocco. I don't know, but something to keep in mind. Likewise, kudos for being the first down, but where are the others? Can't wait, I wanted you all to myself. I love someone who's direct. To be fair, out of all the girls, you're the most likely to pull a stunt like this. Yeah, we've seen how out there you are. These boys have been watching us on telly. This is the perfect chance to quiz them before the other girls come down. I'll probably only have time for a couple. Let's ask, have you seen anything interesting? Oh, we've seen plenty. There have been a few secretive kisses. Oh no. Did you know Bobby practices impressions when no one's around? That sounds like Bobby. And let's ask, who's the public's favourites? You're definitely being noticed. Yeah, you're the most talked about. Oh, let's hope it's in a good way. Hey, fellas. You turn to see the girls running down. Good morning, ladies. It certainly is a good one. Have you already been in the pool? I was getting bored of waiting. And it's so hot out here. That's for sure. Nice of you to not wake us up, Em. The others frown at you. You all looked so cozy. Having a conscience will do that. Guess we have to keep our eye on you. Seems like you girls were outdone this time. Not by much. So what do you boys do? Lucas opens his mouth but is cut off before he can say anything. How are we coming across to the public? How much can you bench press? The boys' eyes go wide as they look around trying to get a word in. The girls are really going in for these boys. Would it be better to ask them a question now or wait? Let's wait. Henrik turns to Lucas. I knew they'd be a handful, but this is something else. Lucas gives off a faint smile and goes back to looking at the girls. I'll show you who's a handful. Oh, you're even feistier in person. We've gotten to know you all a bit before coming in here. It's been quite exciting. These boys have seen all kinds of things on TV. I wonder what kind of secrets they know. You look around at the other girls. There could be anything going on in here that no one knows about. What have you seen? Oh, all sorts. I'd say some of the sneaky kisses are probably the most entertaining. Lottie shifts her eyes around the group. Sneaky kisses? Who's been doing that? That's not our place to say. That would be like kiss and tell by proxy. Why phrase it so weirdly? That's just how I talk. Let's hear more about this. Why not? Now, where would all the fun be if we blurted out all the secrets? It's much more fun to save them for a proper revelation. Besides, I've already rocked the boat too much as it is. What boat? Fine. You hear one of the girls stifle some nervous laughter, but you can't make out who it was. Will this make the others less trusting of each other? Anyway, what do you guys do? I'm a physiotherapist. Oh, so you give the best massages. Well, I've had no complaints. But I'm also good at giving people a real stretch. Perhaps you could show us some exercises later? And I'm a climbing and wilderness survival instructor. That explains the body. It just comes naturally. Climbing is all about pulling up your own body weight, after all. And spending a lot of time outdoors will always be good for you. What are you interested in? Climbing. Well, yeah, what else? I love anything outdoors, trekking, camping, water sports, anything like that really. That sounds rugged. It's the best kind of life you can lead, I think. Lucas clears his throat, bringing the attention back to him. I also like water sports. I mostly enjoy a good bit of rowing. Rowing? Well, that sounds posh. Well, rowing doesn't necessarily mean someone's posh. But you are, though. No, honestly, I just have the sort of parents who encourage these kinds of activities from a young age. I've never met anyone who speaks as posh as you do. It's amazing. Oi, oi! You all turn to see the other boys running out of the villa. All right, boys? Hey, what's cracking? All the boys crowd round the newbies, separating the girls from them as they start to chat. I'm going to let them carry on, why not? After some jostling about, the boys move aside, giving the new boys some breathing space. Also, look how crowded this top bit is. Except Gary, who stays perfectly in between Marisol and Henrik. Hope you didn't mind us butting in. We just wanted to get to know the new guys. The poolside ain't the place to have this conversation. Let's go to the fire pit where there's seats and stuff. You lads are in for a right grilling. Get it? No? Oh my days, Bobby. Grilling because it's a fire pit and you're about to be asked a bunch more questions? Well done, Bobby. You know what they say. Jokes are always at their funniest when they need explaining. Aren't they just? Indeed. Have a cookie. Yes! Cookies? I thought we were going to get some barbecue. I could really go for that. Sure, I thought, Junior. Let's go and get that barbecue. Awesome. The group begins to settle around the fire pit. Hope sits on Noah's lap. Gary positions himself in the middle of Henrik and Lucas. Rocco sits on the outer edge of the group. Babe, come sit next to me. Both Lucas and Henrik look up to you. Who should I sit next to? Rocco, Lucas, or Henrik? I'm kind of curious about Henrik, but I don't want to let Lucas down because I kind of really like Lucas and also Rocco. So, shall I just pick at random? No, I'm going to pick Rocco. You scooch up against Rocco. He puts his arm around you and pulls you into a cuddle. I actually really do like Rocco. Gary claps Henrik's leg as if they've been friends for years. So, lads, the big question. What's your usual type? Straight to the point with you, eh? What can I say? I like to be direct. I like a girl who's adventurous and doesn't take herself too seriously. That sounds like me. In terms of looks, the last few girls I've dated have been brunette. I just have a thing for dark hair. I also have a real weakness for tattoos. Ones that have had a lot of thought put into them. You see Marisol raise an eyebrow and look at Lottie. What about you, other guy? Gary. The other boys chuckle amongst themselves. What? I've only just met the bloke. It's fine, I understand. Besides, I'm like Rumpelstiltskin. If you ever say my name, I'll disappear. Really? No. That's good, the fun's only just beginning. He lets out an awkward laugh while jostling Lucas's side. Lucas gives off a whisper smile in a response. But yeah, my type? I guess I'm used to girls who have more decent taste, who know what they want in life and how to get it. That sounds like me! I like blondes usually, can't lie, and someone who knows how to dress to impress. But I don't usually stick to some rigid type formats, usually. Alright, that was an easy question. Who else has one? Oh! Yeah, Bobs. What are your numbers? Ooh, spicy. Why do you need that? Because it's fun? Yeah, what's wrong? Are you a little ashamed? No, I'm confused, but fine. It's 0... He's a virgin. 7841. Wait, which one is it? Huh? Mate, are you giving us your phone number? You asked for our numbers? Oh, Henrik, they mean, like, sexual partners. Oh, did they? Oh, how could I be so oblivious? Everyone frowns and looks around. It was a joke! He bursts out laughing and the rest of the group join in. Good one, but your delivery was maybe a tad too serious. I miss the sarcasm. Sarcasm's hard. Anyway, it's 13 for me. 13 women, that's average really. That's not shame anyone. Is it? It just sort of happens. I never really put much thought into it. Fair play. What about you, Lucas? Well, again, I hate to kiss and tell, and this seems a tad vulgar. He doesn't want to tell us his number. Tell him he doesn't have to. You don't have to say if you don't want to, Lucas. He smiles at you. What? Where's the fun in that? Tell us. Lucas sighs. Very well. My magic number is 7. 7? That's pretty average. Thanks, I thought it was respectable. I'm not the sort of guy who beds everything that walks. He looks over at Gary. So guys, time for the big question. Who do you fancy? No, you actually spoke. I do when I have something to say. I'd forgotten how silky smooth your voice was. Settle down, Bobby. Okay. Anyway, boys, who do you fancy? I'll go first. For me, it's got to be Em. You're definitely the type of woman I'd go for, and I'd love to get to know you better. I'm gonna flirt with him. Sorry, Rocco. You're not so bad yourself. I'm right here, you know. I'm definitely into Lottie. She's my type all over. Lottie tries to hide a smile. Ah, another brave soul who dares to try tame the beast. Lottie playfully elbows Bobby in the side. Bobby? What? Just warning the fella what kind of lass he's chosen? Gary seems to sink back into his seat some more. Well, boys, looks like you've got some competition. Are you prepared for it, Rocco? Always. Besides, these guys aren't a real threat. Right then, I guess I should give you the tour of the villa. Wouldn't that be a job for us? Gary looks downcast for a moment. Nah, babe, we should do it as a group. Fine, well, I suppose we should get started then. That sounds good. Lead on, Gaz. It's Gary. Sure, Gaz. Don't you start. Well, that nickname is sticking. While the new boys are shown around the villa they're already familiar with, because, you know, they've been watching it on TV, Em and Priya have gone to have a natter on the daybeds. Your new outfit is stunning. Thanks, Priya. But anyway, that was some morning. Couldn't have been better. Tell me about it. I still can't believe you ran down without telling us. Did you see Lottie's face? So good. So, tell me, babe, how do you feel about Lucas? He said he fancied you after all. I think he's super cute. No doubt about that. He's fit. Things I'd do to him. If only I brought my handcuffs. So what do you think he'll do if he asks you to couple up with him? I'd couple up with him. No holding you back, eh? Can you at least share him, even just for an evening? I can't believe we've been here less than a week. It seems so much longer. I feel like I've known you guys forever. The two of you continue to lounge on the daybed for a while. From the roof terrace, you can hear Gary giving his grand tour. Priya rolls her eyes and turns to you. Priya closes her eyes and starts humming a tune quietly. She looks like she's in a daze. Are you alright? Oh, sorry, Em. It's just my favourite song. I've had it stuck in my head all day. She stretches her arms and relaxes beside you. It can get proper intense in here, can't it? I've not been in an environment like this since... Actually, I hate to think how long it's been. What's your favourite thing about being in the villa so far, Em? I think soaking up the sun, for sure. It's gorgeous, isn't it? What about you? How are you finding it, Priya? Oh gosh. It's weird but totally amazing. Mainly because I haven't had time off with friends like this in ages. Everyone at home is always celebrating that it's Friday and I'm just internally screaming about work like, will that buyer pull out? What if there's a break in the chain? How many open houses will I have? Sounds like you have some wild parties. An open house and chains? I didn't know you had that side to you, Priya. Priya bursts into laughter. Oh, no, that's not what I'm talking about. I wish I was still that wild. Being an estate agent can be really tough. I can sell houses, garages, pubs, old converted dungeons with a slide in the basement. Heck, I think I've even sold a place a bit like the villa before. But people never want a view on the weekdays. I spend all my weekends in a suit showing people around places I can never afford. So it sure is nice to get some chill time here with you and the others. Hey, girls. Your new look is pure class, Thank you, Bobby. Bobby's voice snaps you out of your conversation with Priya. You look up at him and he's holding 3 steaming mugs. I noticed you weren't with the rest of us and then realised no one had made a brew yet. He holds out the mug. So here you go. Priya eagerly takes the mug from Bobby. Thanks, Bobby. It's still cool enough out here to drink this. Yeah, though I drink tea when it's hot. I mean, I'm from Glasgow. For me, it's like walking on the sun itself right now. May as well still enjoy a brew. Anyway, here's yours, Em. I am going to accept the tea. You clasp the warm mug in your hand and take a sip. It's one of the best cups of tea you've ever had. This is amazing, Bobby. You're welcome. I always was told I had a knack for making tea. I don't get it though, it's not hard, just some hot water on some dried leaves, that's all. I guess I better rejoin the Gary tour bus. Aren't you going to ask us what we were talking about? I assume it's about the new boys, right? What your opinions about them are none of my business. I just wanted to bring you a cup of tea. Enjoy! He heads back inside the villa. Bobby is so nice. You can say that again. Lottie is lucky to be coupled up with him. Even if they are the friendship couple, the two of you continue to relax and wait for the group to return. Better watch out, Rocco. Lucas has got his eye on M. Coming up, sparks will fly when the new boys get to pick which girls they take on a date. The first girl I'd like to take on a date is... But will M get to be an extra lucky lassie? And just what has Bobby got planned? Keep him distracted. I'm going in. Find out next time on Love Island. What did you think of that episode, everyone? I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, of course. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for watching that part. If you are enjoying this, stick around for parts 2 and 3 that are coming up very, very shortly, and I will see you. Let's go. This is a date with Fate, and it's the part 2 of day 5 of Love Island the Game season 2, otherwise known as La Villa. But it's Love Island the Game. I don't know. But this is a date with Fate. It's time to get to know the new boys. Will you be asked on a date? Time to find out. Welcome back to Love Island. There are 2 new boys in the villa and just one question on everyone's lips. Does a certain someone like the look of new boy Lucas? And the answer is yes, I do. But what about M? Well, we'll soon find out because there are new islanders and that means just one thing, dates. So that's why I think my hands are so good basically. Good symmetry either side of the middle finger, immaculate cuticles, and no conspicuous scars despite how much time I spend around ovens. I should become a hand model. Henrik should become a hand model. Huh? Why? Does he have nice hands too? I don't know, I haven't seen them, but he's just kind of perfect in general. What about you, Em? Would you choose Henrik or Rocco? I prefer Lucas. Lucas is a bit of me for sure. Well, you can have him. Hey, there are other guys in the villa too, you know. Says Bobby, who is like friendship couple central. Are there? Like who? Bobby is silent for a moment. Where did those 2 new guys get to anyway? Yeah, they seem to have vanished off somewhere. Intriguing. Guys, I got a text. Right on time. What does it say? Islanders, new boys Lucas and Henrik have each chosen 3 girls to take on dates. The first girls chosen are... Hope's phone beeps. Oh my gosh, it's me. I'm going for a date with Lucas. And then so does yours. Em, you're going on a date with Henrik. Yes, let's go get ready. You head up to the dressing room. Oh boy. Oh boy. Do I know what we're gonna wear today? And it's not the trash bag. I feel like I'm gonna wear this. This is like, come get me boys. It's like a garden date, but it's cute. I don't know. This is the one. You're just putting the finishing touches onto your makeup when Rocco walks in. All right, I heard you're off on a date with that Henrik bloke. Yeah, that's right. How would you feel about it? It's gonna be fun. A hot bloke, an exotic setting. What's not to like? Are you jealous? Nah, of course not. And just so you know, I'm not salty about him asking you or anything. The new boys obviously want to get to know the most beautiful girl in the villa. You go and have fun. Thanks for saying that. It's all good. Catch you later. The boys are all going to be grafting hard today, aren't they? Oh, this looks so nice. Henrik jumps up to greet you as you arrive at a little table laid out for the date. In the distance, you can make out Hope and Lucas chatting at another table. Hey, thanks so much for coming. Wow, you look amazing. Oh, I've been really looking forward to getting to meet you one-on-one. Wow, you're keen. Oh, it's all part of my game plan. I'm going to be really over the top and flirty with everyone. Like, what if I did this? He does an over the top wink. And then you know I wasn't messing around, wouldn't you? That's how you flirt? It's working. I knew it would. Amazing. Us 2 new boys, we've got to bring it. He laughs and settles down. But seriously though, it's weird, right? Us coming in like this? Because we both sort of know about you guys already. Do you get me? Like, I know your name is Em and you're a health and fitness student at university. It's weird, like, being sat here with you because you're already a celebrity to me. I don't feel like a celebrity. Yeah, that's what's so strange because to me, you definitely are like proper famous person at this point. What do people even talk about on dates? They ask each other questions and stuff. Get to know each other better. Yeah, all right. Let's do that. Ask me some stuff. What do you want to know? I want to know... what your favorite food is. Oh, that's really hard. Because it sounds like an innocent question, right? But what if I just came out and said something like steak tartare? You'd be thinking, oh, hello, here's someone who eats raw egg in restaurants. Or I could just say, I eat moss. And you'd be like, what does that mean? What kind of person eats moss? So many questions. What else do you want to know? I want to know what you're hoping to get out of coming here. Oh, that's a big one. I think mostly I just want to have a laugh and see what happens, if I'm honest. And maybe what happens is a really intensely meaningful relationship. I mean, that would be great. I really want to go on some kind of personal, deep journey with another human being. But whatever happens, I reckon maybe I just get a great tan. That'd still be worth it. You glance at Lucas and Hope. They're sitting back in their chairs and Hope has her arms folded. I guess at the end of the day, I'm kind of a homebody. It's like, yeah, I love to run. I love to go to parties. I love to dance. But the best thing of all is to get home afterwards, you know? Log fire, cashmere blanket, 2 cups of cocoa. Well, that sounds absolutely dreamy. I love all that wood cabin stuff. Snow on the windowsill, hiking boots, nobody around for miles. Oh, I don't live in a wood cabin. I don't live in a city, but that doesn't mean I live in the wilderness. Oh, well, that's a bit of a disappointment. Henrik sits back in his chair and grins a toothy grin. You glance at Lucas and Hope. They're talking with their heads close together, like they don't want anyone to overhear them. So I guess what I want to know, like, what do you do? Not like what's your job or whatever. I mean, I want to know what you like to do. What's a typical evening for you? Me? I'm usually chilling at home. Nice. Do you like to read? I love to read. Fiction or non-fiction? Fiction. I prefer non-fiction myself. Not that I get much time for it. I've been reading this book about the origin of life for like 2 years now. Where are you up to? It's the bit where there are millions of dead trees everywhere and all the dragonflies are 6 foot long. Are you serious? Yeah, it's bizarre. I love it. Anyway, I could talk about this all day, but I think we're basically out of time. He gets up from behind his chair. Let's go. Sure. I hope you have fun. I certainly did. You get up and start to walk back to the villa. As you arrive back to the villa, Bobby comes jogging up to you. Hey, Em. Bobby's looking cheerful. Did I miss anything while I was away? Nah, just a lot of new chat about the new boys and who is their type and blah, blah, blah. I'm working on something else though. What? Pranks. Think about it. 2 of the boys are out of the villa. The others are all restless and in the gym. Half the girls are getting ready for dates and the other half are already out on dates. It's perfect. Aren't you even like a little bit interested in like how the date went or anything like that? Not right now. Time is of the essence. Come on. Sure, fine. Bobby leads you to the dressing room, which is deserted. So, what's the prank? Alright, it's not the greatest, but here's my idea. I'm gonna take all of Rocco's clothes and all of Henrik's clothes and mix them up. That way, when they get changed later, they'll be wearing each other's clothes. Is that what you've got? Look, I'm working under a tight time pressure, alright? Sure, it's not my greatest work, but it's gonna get the job done. You don't get golden opportunities for pranks every day. Will you help? Yeah, alright. Sure, let's do this. Just then you hear footsteps coming from outside. Hey, has anyone seen my flip-flops? There's no time! Keep him distracted. I'm going in. Bobby flings open Rocco's cupboard and starts bundling his clothes out onto the floor. Right, I'll distract Rocco. Hey, have you seen my flip-flops? I think I saw them down by the pool. Oh, really? Nice. Thanks, Em. He wanders outside towards the pool. A few moments later, you hear a sound like a bird coming from upstairs. Hey, I'm all done. Come up here. You head back upstairs. Ta-da! The room looks exactly like it did before. Now we play at the waiting game. Just then your phone beeps. Lucas has invited you on his final date of the day. Ooh, a second date. Wait, you've got another date with one of those new guys. Yeah, looks like it. Wow, go you. Do I want to do it? Sure, let's go. This is great. I can't believe I got dates with both of them. I'm just gonna check my makeup before I go. You leave Bobby to it. Here we are, back at the dates. Lucas is standing by a small table on top of a hill. As you approach, he waves and pulls out a chair for you. You notice Lottie and Henrik sitting at a table. You notice Lottie and Henrik sitting at a similar table a little while away. Hey, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm good. This place is amazing, right? It's incredible. It's good to see a bit of the countryside. There's a moment of silence. He's a bit shy, bless him. So, are you happy I picked you to come on this date? I'm really happy. This is exactly where I want to be right now. Great. You pour champagne into your glasses. I still can't actually get over being out here. You get used to it pretty quickly, I reckon. Can I say something kind of weird? Sure, fire away. What is it? Well, the villa is so much bigger than I thought it was going to be. That's not that weird, isn't it? I don't know. I normally watch the program on my phone, and because that's a small screen, I thought everything here was kind of small too. Well, when you put it like that, it's kind of weird. You glance across at Henrik and Lottie. He's talking enthusiastically, but she looks a little bored. I feel like there's one question I really want to ask, and that's how you're feeling about Rocco. Wow, you don't mess around. Well, we can chat about the weather first if you prefer. Work our way up to the important stuff. I'm just trying to get a lay of the land, really. But I don't want to come in here and immediately start upsetting everyone. I bet I'll really like Rocco when I get to know him, and everyone really. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Everyone's really nice. Well, nearly everyone. Is that so? Interesting. He glances along at Lottie and Henrik. Lottie's talking emphatically, jabbing her finger at Henrik. He's laughing really hard at whatever she's saying. Hey, here's the other question I'd really like to know an answer to. While I've got you to myself, when you think about the person you want to end up with, what kind of mental image do you get? How do you mean? Well, like, do you imagine them sitting on a bus or on an aeroplane or in a bed? That's interesting. Why do you ask? Answer it first. I'll tell you why I asked it after. Okay, well, when I think about the person I want to spend the rest of my life with, I picture them in my kitchen at home. Interesting. So why does that matter? It's something a mate of mine said to me before I came in here. He said you can always tell if you're compatible with a person by how you picture your ideal partner. Like, let's say one person thinks about their future partner and imagines a quiet walk on the beach, and another imagines theirs in an Ibiza super club. Those two people probably aren't going to get along in the long term. So what do you imagine? I think I'll keep that to myself for now. Outrageous! I can't believe you just did that. Well, I need to hang on to a bit of mystery, don't I? Anyway, I think our time's pretty much up. As you get up to leave, Lucas walks around the table to say goodbye. Anyway, thanks a lot for coming out on this date. It's been really great. I'm gonna kiss him on the cheek. You kiss him on the cheek. His skin is smooth. His aftershave smells expensive. You look across to see if Henrik and Lottie notice the kiss, but Henrik is reading Lottie's palm and their attention is focused on that. As you're about to leave, he looks you in the eye. At the end of the day, I'm only here because I want to find the right person for me. And I know it's early days and everything, but I really feel like this might happen. Not that I'm saying it might be with you or anything. Not that it wouldn't be, you know, nice if it happened, or... I'm just trying to say... It's not like I'm saying that... He laughs and looks at you helplessly. It's cool, I get it. Well, thanks, that was totally embarrassing. I bet they'll put that disaster on the show and everything. I thought it was cute. Well, that's all I needed to hear. Thanks for our date, Em. You arrive back at the villa. Hope and Lottie are sitting on beanbags. Hey babes, how was the date? Tell me everything. We're comparing notes. Do you guys know who else was on dates? Yeah, we've been working it out. Henrik took Em, Priya and me. And Lucas dated Em, Priya and Hope. Looks like Em and Priya are the order of the day. Just at that moment, Priya walks back into the villa. Hey girls. Hey, we were just saying both you and Em have been super popular today. Oh, here you all are. Hey, Marisol, what have you been up to? Just sunbathing up on the roof terrace. I've had a pretty quiet day. Lottie looks around. So, while it's just us girls, let's talk new boys. Well, I'm all about this Henrik. He's a bit of me, no doubt. I'm not really into this whole wilderness man thing he's got going on, but I have to admit, I enjoyed the date a lot more than I thought I was going to. What do you think about him, Em? He's definitely interesting. Doesn't sound like there's huge sparks there then? I'm not saying that, I'm just keeping it to myself for the time being. So, what about Lucas? He's sweet, not my type though overall. Yeah, Lucas is alright, I guess. Our date was fine, I got a bit bored. That's not what it looked like to me. Hope was with Lucas while I was with Henrik, and it looked like she was having a great time. Should I call her out? Yes. Hope would call us out in a second. That's not what it looked like to us. You were laughing and chatting. It looked like you were having a great time. Well, maybe I was just being polite to Lucas. Doesn't mean there's anything to it. I bet I'm not the only girl who's had to fake it at some point or another. That's not how it looked. Oh, keep going. I'm loving this. I don't know what your angle here is, Em. I'm not trying to spin some web of lies. If I had a good time with Lucas, I would have just said so. There's no problem with enjoying a date, even if you're coupled up with someone else. All right, fine. Let's move past it. You had a date with Lucas too, Em. What did you think of him? Oh, he is a bit of me. I could really see something happening there. Oh, amazing. I guess the real question is, are any of them that you go with over Rocco? Yeah, Lucas. Well, at least you're consistent. That's exactly what you said earlier. Just at that moment, Lucas and Henrik walk back into the villa. All right, ladies. What did we miss? Not talking about us, I hope. The girls look at each other for a moment and then burst out laughing. Coming up next on Love Island. It's party time as the Islanders show new boys Henrik and Lucas a good time, villa style. Don't miss it. And I will not miss it, because we're about to continue straight on to day 3 of Love Island the Game Season 2. Stay tuned for more. Make sure you give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't already. And without further ado, let's go. It's time for part 3 of day 5, and it is party time. It's time to break out the new lads in proper Love Island style. Let's go. Last time on Love Island, the newbies got a date, and the girls checked out their options. Well, I'm all about this Henrik. He's a bit of me, no doubt. Coming up, the new lads get a proper villa welcome. The girls are contouring, glittering, flicking, hairspraying, hair drying and highlighting all over in the dressing room. Time to get this evening started. With a text, a chime interrupts the hair accessory discussion. Ooh, girls! I got a text. Bobby, gather the others. Lottie's got a text. What's it say? Guys, please respect my personal breathing bubble. Everyone backs off a little. Thank you. Islanders, this evening you'll be throwing a welcome party for the new boys. Hashtag welcome to the villa. Hashtag get your graft on. A party for us? I can't believe it. That's what the text says. You newbies sure do need a proper welcome. Alright guys, give us some space so us girls can get ready for tonight. The boys pile out of the dressing room and the girls resume the makeup process. We've got to make a good first impression on the new boys. Sounds like Rocco might have been a little bit jealous because of the new guys. Everyone's got to be extra tonight with Henrik and Lucas to impress, and I can't disappoint. I've got to pick a fresh new outfit. I can't remember what I've picked and what I haven't at this stage. Maybe something like this. It's kind of a bit rocky. Maybe it will capture Lucas's attention at least. You've got to give me the name of your stylist, Em. I style myself. What? Now that's impressive. Every new outfit you wear is always so cool. Thanks, Priya. Let's go downstairs and get this party started. You and the girls disperse to the garden. The villa has been transformed. Neon lights swirl in time with the music. Now this is what I'm talking about. Ooh, there's a cocktail bar set up. I'm gonna make some drinks. She heads over to the kitchen. Rocco catches your eye. That material looks so exotic, Em. You should be a fashion guru. Oh, thanks, Rocco. I wonder how he feels about my date with Henrik and Lucas. So what do the new guys do on the outside then? Physiotherapist, I help people regain flexibility after injuries. Lucas looking good in silver shorts. Alright, I'm a professional climber and wilderness survival instructor. Henrik's arms are very nice. You know, I've climbed a couple of high places in my time too. Mountains and stuff. Oh, cool. What's your type? Well, I like a girl who's pretty out there, likes traveling and... Oh no, I meant your type of climb. I'm into highball bouldering at the moment. Oh, yeah. Sure, I love all the boulders. Rocco doesn't need to climb to impress me. You're cool enough, babes. You don't need to be a mountaineer to impress me. That's my girl. Oh, maybe I am a Rocco girl. I don't know. This is so hard. Bobby is looking a little shifty. He keeps looking everyone up and down. You alright, Bobby? What's got into him? Notice anything different about yourselves today? He looks at Rocco and Henrik. I switched Rocco and Henrik's underwear around. You're wearing each other's pants. He's such a comedian. Yes, gets it. Gets what exactly? That you swapped around our underwear. Really? It was a pants prank. We didn't fall for it. We just thought they changed our cupboards around. Obviously, we're not going to accidentally end up wearing some clothes that are not ours. And on that note, I'm going to find Marisol. Yeah, I'm going to go check on Hope. Cocktail, anyone? I don't mind if I do. You made cocktails without me. I'm literally a professional. How'd you end up doing that anyway, mate? It's not exactly the first thing I think of when I'm trying to figure out what to do with my life, but teaching rock climbing is. They never told us that making cocktails was an option, to be fair. I wouldn't have spent all that time getting my climbing instructions license if I'd have known. Rocco laughs. Did you ever get that careers advice person come round and try and tell you what you should do when you left school? Yeah, try and guess what they said for me. Model, right? Priya rolls her eyes. You're such a charmer. I think Priya's careers advice was estate agent. Yeah. Lucas turns to Rocco. Go on then, mate. What did they tell you? I didn't end up doing it, so it doesn't really matter. I don't think the whole finish school and go off to work trip was for me, to be honest. I tried it, but can you see me behind a desk somewhere? You don't get a tan from sitting in an office, lads. Hopefully Rocco will think twice before challenging Henrik, the qualified climbing guy. Because it's time to get this party started. And Rocco doesn't strike me as a wallflower. Who should I chat with first? It's one of these, friends. It's one of these. Oh my gosh, that's such a big group of people. Okay, well, we'll start with Rocco and Marisol. While the Islanders are quizzing the new guys, Rocco and Marisol are getting some alone time by the pool. You wander over to the pool. Hey! Oh look, it's Em. They move away from each other a little as you approach. Hey you guys, what's going on? Oh, nothing, just saying to Marisol that it's cool to have a proper party. Yeah, it's great. I love parties. They look a little uneasy. Are you both okay? Totally! It's just all a bit busy. I thought it'd be nice to stand back from the crowd a little. That's the best thing about big parties. There's more of a chance to get cozy with someone. You know, I never thought of it like that. I want to get hot with someone. Em? What? I thought this was Love Island. We'll get to that later, yeah? It is nice to relax with no challenges or anything to worry about. Easy for you to say. The boys have got 2 new guys to compete with now. Oh, of course. Well, you've got nothing to worry about though, Rocco. Gary's been so tense about it. Yeah, I bet Rocco's probably freaking out as well. How are you and Gary, Marisol? Not great. She pauses a moment. Her and Rocco lock eyes. But let's not ruin the party for Em with my worries. We'll talk about it later. Oh yeah, for sure. Marisol, do you mind if me and Em have a minute? Oh, sure, yeah, of course. She walks slowly over to the party, looking a little apprehensive. Rocco pulls 2 beanbags next to each other and you both sink down into them. So, Em, don't get me wrong, I know I can be a little over the top and stuff, but how do you feel about the new guys? I overheard Marisol saying to Gary that one of the girls said you liked to quite get it on with Lucas. If you feel that way, that's okay, I'd just rather you tell me. I think they're hot. Well, don't spare my feelings. You asked. Honesty is the best policy. I know we haven't been together long. Rocco anxiously looks over his shoulder at Lucas and Henrik by the picnic table. You're so beautiful. I'm really glad that we're together. You're the kind of out there girl that I always go for. There's never a dull moment with you. And I love your fashion sense. You look stunning in anything you wear. He looks into your eyes. I don't know if this is forever or just a summer romance, but I came here to have a good time and that's what we're doing. Why don't we sneak off for a little? Just the 2 of us. Okay. You lead the way. Where should we go? Bedroom. Rocco follows you into the bedroom. Leading me astray, Em? He sits on your bed and you sit down beside him. Maybe it's the party air, but there's something about you, Em. I feel like we have a connection. He looks at your face a little quizzically. You've got something on your face. It's just an eyelash, hang on. He delicately takes it off your nose. Well, it's not quite a shooting star, but make a wish. What am I going to wish for? A kiss from Rocco, obviously. That's a wish I can grant. Impulse takes over and you pull Rocco's face firmly towards yours. Your lips meet hungrily and you can taste mango on Rocco's lips. You pull away, breathless. That was... wow, just wow. Come here. You move closer. Rocco places his hands on your shoulder, his fingertips working their way to the base of your neck and up into your hair. That feels really good. People really underestimate the power of touch. Human contact is so important, don't you think? I love a bit of human contact. You run your hands up Rocco's torso, feeling every taut muscle. His fingers trace down your back and you look up at him. I love your touch, Em. I wish we had more alone time together. It can be something to look forward to. Rocco rests his head on yours and you take in the moment. I probably wish to travel the world with you. And unlimited environmentally friendly fuel for my truck. He takes a deep breath and blows away the singular eyelash. The whole time we've been kissing, he's been like... It flutters into the air. He looks at you, smiling. Stars are looking beautiful tonight. But we're indoors, you can't see any stars. Rocco's getting all flirty. I'm gonna kiss him again. Rocco cups your face in his hands and draws you closer to him until your noses are touching. He breathes deeply. They say it's the actual moment before the kiss that's the most intense. He traces a finger over your lips and caresses your cheek. The longer we're present in the moment, the more powerful the kiss. Let's make it intense. You stare deeply into each other's eyes. Your lips are almost touching. Rocco lips his lips, smile forms at the corners of his mouth. I can't crack first. The waiting is too much and you lean in at the exact moment Rocco does. The kiss is long and deep. Great minds think alike. You separate, breathing heavily. Rocco's eyes glisten mischievously. I forget myself around you. You really are something else. He gazes at you, captivated, and you feel your heart thumping in your chest. So I take it you're not trading me in for a shiny new boy. I can still find other people attractive, Rocco. Yeah, I get it. That kiss was out of this world. Come on, we ought to be getting back to the others. You both sneak out of the bedroom quietly and head towards the party. Lucas catches your eye as you pass him by on the stairs. He smiles at you. Your cheeks blush. That was a whole moment. Oh my goodness. Maybe we should go and see how the new boys are getting on. I will say at this current moment, I'm kind of thinking like, I'm going to stick with Rocco. And then do the Rocco route, maybe. If someone else captures our eye as we get closer to the moment, then so be it. But right now, I kind of think like Rocco kind of has my heart, you know? You walk over to the group around the table. You're filthy, Gary. To be fair, I was thinking it was the same thing. You said something white and sticky, Noah. You walk over to the group around the table. What are you guys doing? I'm trying to play an innocent game of guess the word. Gary is making it gross. I just didn't know you had it in you, Noah. You notice Henrik and Lucas are standing around, looking left out of the group. I'm gonna invite the new guys over. Lucas, Henrik, come on in. They both smile at you, happy for the invitation. You two can help us out. We're trying to read each other's minds. They settle down beside you. Gary shuffles along agitated. Got any clues so far? Or are we just guessing your entire family backstory? Obviously not. You've got to guess what word he's thinking of. Noah is thinking of something that is sticky and wet and white. He suppresses a laugh. Oh my word. The last clue is you can have it on a sandwich. Remind me to never have a sandwich from you, Noah. I know what Gary's probably thinking it is, but is it mayo? Noah looks surprised. You got it. Who has just mayo on a sandwich? Free-range eggs, sourdough, homemade mayo. Who doesn't? Whatever, I bet you can't guess mine. They come in all colours, shapes and sizes. Right. They can get bigger when they're erected. Oh wow, they help build civilizations. I bet they do. And if one was to go limp, it would be devastating. Oh my gosh, I think that's maybe... Oh, it's got to be a crane. It's Gary. Spot on, Em. Gary looks a little deflated. They can get taller when they're stacked. They construct buildings, and I'm assuming if one was to fall down, it would be pretty destructive. Yeah, that's right. Good guess, I guess. Why did you make a crane dirty? Well, I like cranes. Oh, I bet you do. Come off it, not like that. Gary heads over towards the kitchen. I need a drink. Is he always like this? Guess we've got a lot to learn about the villa. Don't take it to heart, he is really into his cranes. It's to do with his job. He's like a crane operator or something. I'm sure everyone's just a little tense. Us new guys have come in and disrupted the balance. Yeah, it must be weird for you guys. They'll come around soon, don't worry about it. Come on, let's get our party on. Hope and Noah rush off to the dance floor. Henrik, mind giving me an M a second? I just want to have a quick chat, just us two. Lucas wants to talk to me alone. Oh, right, sure. He walks off towards the villa. Let's go up to the roof terrace for a chat, Em. Okay. The other islanders are dancing on the lawn below you. Sorry to get you away from the party. I wanted to say thank you for making me feel so welcome. I don't want to be stepping on anyone's toes, though. But it means a lot, so thank you. Which I've now said too many times, and now it sounds weird. What am I like? Lucas? You can try it on with me all you like. I can't help it. I can't help it. I can't help it with Lucas. What do I do? What do I do? Well, that's good to know. For the future. But right now, you're with Rocco. I don't want my first move in the villa to be a snaky one. It's weird coming in here when everyone's already coupled up. Rocco is aimlessly dancing around the garden. Oh. Where are you guys? Right on cue. I'll go and find the other newbie and make sure he's not standing in a corner staring at his drink. He walks off and then stops and turns around. Hey, you know when we were having that chat earlier about what we did after we finished school? Did Rocco seem a bit off to you? Like maybe he didn't want to talk about it? Yeah, you're right. He was avoiding talking about something. It was like you were all having a laugh and he didn't like the joke. Marisol said the other day he actually went to a really good uni but then dropped out. That might be it. It did feel like he was being a bit evasive. Do you think we should try and talk to him about it? As long as you're being supportive. Just don't try and do that lad thing where you all make jokes. Sometimes we do that because we know it helps. Try and listen too, though. And finally, we have Priya, Bobby, Lottie and Ibrahim. Ibrahim hands Lottie a glass of purple mix with something red floating in it. I might not be the target audience of gimmicky cocktails, but that doesn't look like something you should put in your mouth. Ibrahim, what is this? Violet Man. It's named after his favourite superhero. And why is there a tomato slice in it? That looks disgusting. Yeah, she's not wrong, hun. Ibrahim looks dejected. That hurt my soul so much. Thought you were supposed to be good in the kitchen. I get bored with doing the same thing. That's when I end up experimenting. We want to welcome the new boys, not scare them off. Just try it. She dips her pinky in the drink and licks it tentatively. Yeah, that's... Wait, has that got cayenne pepper and tequila in it? And a little Tabasco sauce. It's good, right? Surprisingly, yes. I'll have one of those. I stand corrected. You're right, Gary. It all feels a little bit different tonight. The dynamics have changed. You're just worried they're bringing the boys some competition. Nah, it's not them I'm worried about, to be honest. Me and Marisol aren't really seeing eye to eye. Maybe you should look elsewhere. He leans in towards you, turning out of earshot from the others. But who should I go for? Who do I see Gary with? Me. Wow. Gary turns red. Loving this cheeky side of you, Em. I'm so bad. Rocco. Gary. Lucas. Oh my god, I forgot his name then. Oh my goodness. It's too many guys. It's too many guys. Give us a glass of that stuff, Ibrahim. You're a brave man taking on the Violet Man. I'm sure I can handle a little heat. Ibrahim hands Gary his glass. He takes an overconfident sip. Oh, damn it. Oh, ouch. Oh, wow, that's hot. He sputters and coughs. I didn't think it was too bad. His face turns red. You're right, Gary. Where did I leave my water bottle? He shuffles away from the group. I'm with you, Gary. That stuff looked nasty. Looks like things are getting hot in here, though. Lottie comes over to you and leans against the counter. Listen, Em, the new guys and the party vibe has got me thinking about our options. Do you think me and Gary would make a cute couple? Yeah, go and get him. You think I should? For sure. I'm just a little bit worried, you know? Because of Hannah? What about Rocco? What? What is Rocco? What? Girl code is important to me, Em. Ibrahim, can I get one of those violet men to go, please? And also a glass of milk? Milk? It's for Gary. Milk is good for spice. He hands her 2 glasses. She takes a large gulp of the violet man. It really isn't that hot. I'll go and make sure he's okay. What drink would you like, Em? I think maybe a Love Island iced tea. What makes it Love Island? It's basically a Long Island iced tea with coconut and pineapple added to the mix. Nice! Ibrahim tries to flip the shaker in the air. It splatters up to the ceiling. Ibrahim! Oops. He garnishes what he can salvage of your drink with a pineapple cut into the shape of a heart. I didn't get a heart. Drink in hand, you head out of the kitchen. We've chatted to everyone! Let's see what happens next. The islanders are all out in the garden dancing, if you can call it that. I call this one the Bombay Glacé. Teach me that move, Bobby. Em, come dance with me. Priya spins you around. You look great. Thanks. You look groovy. Groovy? I've not had someone call me that in forever. Mind if I have a quick dance with them, Priya? Don't ask me, ask Rocco. Ask me what? Never mind. Gary, let's see those moves. Lucas and Gary start dancing together. Rocco joins in, shimmying. That was a lot of fun. I'm exhausted. What to wear to bed? I think we go for our, or maybe this sort of sexy pink number. I say sexy, it's like half a dressing gown, but it is what it is. I suppose this is all right. Looks like Henrik and Lucas are giving the other boys a run for their money. Note to self, up the cocktail game. I can't be the only bloke in Mallorca who hasn't had his own signature cocktail. Let me think. If I took a pineapple shandy and I drank it in the shed. Pineapple sheddy, anyone? A Love Island iced tea or a Priya colada. Anyone? No? Just me? Oh yeah, that's right. I'm totally alone. Next time on Love Island, the islanders get stuck into some action. Sounds like we've got to be doing some kissing. As for me, I really want to try this violet man. I'll just scrape some of it off the ceiling. What did you think of that episode? Okay, so I think I am going to narrow down my sights and we're going to go for Rocco. Or Lucas. Or Henrik or Gary. Or Bobby. But I'm going to try and settle down with Rocco for now. And then if something big happens, we'll go from there. I don't know. I've never done the Rocco path, so I don't feel like it's a waste to do that. I don't know. Let me know what you thought down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all so much. And I will see you in the next one for day 6. Goodbye. How much can you bench press? How much can you bench press? It's much more fun to save them for a proper You lads are in for a right grilling. What am I doing? It's party time as the islanders show the